Let's bring in our good friend, Dr. Joe Congini, Sports Medicine Center at Akron Children's Hospital. Good morning, Dr. Joe.
Hey, Ray. How's it going today?
I'm doing terrific. I'm excited with all this high school baseball coverage that I'll be able to do some broadcasting with and take in this weekend at Canal Park. Love seeing these finals in the Diamond.
I love it. Love that it's in our my backyard, right behind our hospital, right behind my office. But I love the fact that they've now spread those around the state, and I really have to say right now, I think both of us, good friends at the OHSAA that we have, they've done a really good job. I think bouncing back from the pandemic, making it really good and fun and exhilarating for the kids that get there. And then, boy, on top of it, it's pretty nice when several of our local teams, we're just having quite a banner year. And so I wanted to shout out, oh, my gosh, the Woodridge girls track team. You know, they're always great in track at Woodridge, and the boys have won a lot. But this was the girls' first title, and congratulations. And of course, Talmadge, pretty hard to believe, always in the early years of my career, Talmadge winning championships. They're always a great softball team, but they hadn't won since 1998, and they had to come from 5-0 behind in the semifinal. What an exciting game for the Talmadge girls softball team to win a championship. And, of course, down there, for people in town, take in some high school games this weekend. Walsh Jesuit is still alive and really a very good chance in getting another title for Akron. We have had a banner year, haven't we, Ray? Am I forgetting anybody this spring?
It has been terrific. And then you got all the track and field athletes, too, have performed so well.
For sure. The one thing I just wanted to mention that's a kind of a little tricky area in sports medicine is what we call kind of the in-game assessment. You know, I mean, it's a difficult decision to make. And so I was thinking about it last week. It had just happened, Game 7. You know, Boston fans and the Celtics also have, been really pointing towards trying to get another championship, and they're on the doorstep in a Game 7 to go to the finals. And really, admittedly, definitely the star of the team, Jason Tatum, has a ankle injury, a lower leg injury early in the game. And so how do teams deal with this in a professional level, college, high school, and youth sports is all the same, exactly the same. We see this all the time. If you play sports, these things are going to happen. And sometimes they happen in the biggest game, in the biggest moment. And how do you make a decision about whether you keep this person playing or not? And so a couple of things that I just wanted to mention is a lot of times, you know, the coaching staffs know their players well. They know who is the backups who have been practicing all year, ready to step in. Are they ready to accept that responsibility? But they also, I think, the coaching staffs really can rely a lot on their sports medicine staff as well. The athletic trainers that are with them every step of the way in the high school setting and in the college setting, they know their athletes so well. And there's 5 areas, Ray, that they would assess. They might do it on the court or the field. They might take the person back in the locker room to look, but they're looking at range of motion of the injured area, joint. They're looking at strength. Number 2, they're looking at explosion. Most sports now are explosive sports, and if you don't have explosion, you're going to lose a significant amount of your performance. Balance is really important, and if you watch the end of that game, there definitely was loss of explosion and balance in Jason Tatum. And number 5 function area that we assess, Ray, is called endurance. And so they run out of gas pretty quickly, and so they just don't have the endurance to continue to finish. And it's a delicate balance. You have to look at the risk-benefit ratio. Oh, my gosh, in that case, do I take out my best player who has led us all year long? Who's on the bench ready to step in? What do those 5 function areas? But I implore people to look to their medical team, particularly the athletic trainers who are with them all year long and know those 5 function areas, how much that athlete is going to be able to give that coach and team down the stretch of a game.
Yeah, those in-game, we talk often, right, Joe, about in-game adjustments for the coaches and the players, but there's also medical in-game adjustments.
You're exactly right, exactly. And people don't say it exactly that way, but it happens all the time. So if we have a full week to prepare, or we have a month to prepare, and we get our PTs and rehabbers getting somebody ready, but when it happens in the first 5 minutes of a game in the first quarter, we have to make decisions on the fly. And so the in-game sports medicine assessment is a very important part of sports, and you know that many championships have been won or lost on making the wrong decision.
And I love it that the medical community now is taking more, at least from my observations, more on the side of caution maybe than we did 25, 30 years ago.
Well, of course, I mean, I am a broken record, and I say it every day in my office. We're going to try to get you back to play as soon as we possibly can, just as if you were playing for a pro or college team. But the other hat we have to wear is we have to keep you healthy for 5 years from now, 10 years, 20 years from now. We can't take risks with these young athletes either. So we walk a delicate balance in the sports medicine world of getting kids ready and knowing what kinds of injuries don't have a high risk and knowing what injuries could be higher risk. And not putting a young athlete at risk. It's a big part of what we do. You're exactly right, Ray. Thanks.
Well said, Joe. As always, my friend, thanks for the time to visit with us, the education, and we'll reconnect again next Wednesday.
All right. Talk soon. Thanks, Ray.
You got it, my friend. Dr. Joe Congini, Sports Medicine Center, Akron Children's Hospital, on board with us.